Good morning. It's Sunday. I don't even know what the 26th. I don't know. It's late in February. Anyways. So have breakfast with me. Yeah. Literally woke up. That's why this is all happening. And got my big old glasses on. Literally just woke up. So I was thinking last night, I'm like, how do I use one of the flavors of my protein shake that I'm not super fond of having regularly, like by itself? I love peaches, but the peaches and cream shake from Premier Protein is not my favorite. I don't know why, I just don't love the way it tastes. So I'm like, how can I zhuzh it and do something different? I saw somewhere on Facebook that somebody did vanilla shakes and cheesecake pudding, and it was like, cheesecake pudding with vanilla, obviously. And I'm like, man, I bet I could do that with the peaches and cream one. That would probably be really good. So I had a couple of boxes at home. It is the sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake pudding. So yummy. The serving size on that is half a cup when it's done. So I have this little guy, and he is a half a cup. I mean, that's a hefty amount, right? That is a hefty amount. And I just took it and mixed it with my hand mixer. Like, the one with the 2 beaters, not the immersion blender. And set it in the fridge overnight, and it looks, it's thick, it's way better looking than pudding. It almost resembles a cookie dough. So I don't know if maybe, cheesecake cookie dough, I feel like that could be a thing. So, I don't know. It's not going to be a thing with peaches. That's weird. But, it might be a thing later. So, we're going to give it a shot. So, I like the texture of this, actually. It's super thick, which is, yummy, yummy, like a cheesecake. And the peaches are there, but they're not super prominent. I taste the cheesecake more. So, yay that. So I think that's a total win. Andrew tested the beater last night and liked it, and he doesn't even like cheesecake. He's not a fan of peaches. So I feel like that's a double win. Also, I have Pink Lady apples. These were on sale at Kroger, and I love Pink Lady apples. They are my favorite red apple, red variety. They are not sweet. They're a little bit sweet, tangy, more bitter, like a green apple, which I love. I love green apples. I think they're great. They're fantastically bitter. They're fantastically bitter, like my soul. So I really enjoy these. I think they're delicious. And if you get a chance to try them, give them a shot. So I wanted to talk about fruit, actually. I had a conversation with somebody that had a gastric bypass back in 2000 when it was pretty new. And it was one of the procedures, it was the combination procedure that they don't really do anymore unless it's a special case. It's where they do like a part bypass and then other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It was really not a thing that was even discussed. Just the fact that it exists. But they call it the combination procedure. But it's not a thing anymore that's really done. So, we were discussing and talking about fruit. And he was telling me, be wary of fruit. And fruit is something that is not on my I love list. I like fruit, I really do. But going through the diet program, even, talk last year, going through figuring out what's the best for me and what's not, it has definitely taken a backseat. Because any way you cut it, it has sugar. It's natural sugar, and that's great. But it's still sugar. Your body still sees it as sugar. And one of the things to, I guess, keep in mind with fruit is, do the benefits of the fruit outweigh the sugar? For instance, an apple. An apple is great. It has a lot of good nutrients. The skin of the apple has a lot of good fiber and stuff. That's why you poop when you eat apples. So that's really great, but it also has sugar. So it's one of those where you have to weigh the benefit of, is the amount of sugar in the apple worth the benefits of the fruit itself? And, typically an apple, whatever, 1 apple a day even is fine, whatever. But if you get to the point where you're, you have to have whatever 3 fruits and veggies a day is the healthy plate model. Holy crap. Or not healthy plate. That's the general serving size direction of fruits a day. There's 0 way I'm eating that much fruit a day. 0. I just don't. I would rather eat vegetables or protein instead of a fruit. And I think it's just because, I mean, and it would take away that sweet craving if you have a sweet craving. But, I mean, I don't know. Again, is it worth it? And that's kind of the big question that you have to ask yourself. And you know, ask your doctor, ask your dietitian, whatever you're at. Because, you know, I mean, they encourage fruit to be a part of a well-balanced diet, which it is. It has a lot of good qualities. So I'm not ragging on the fruit. Just saying that, you know, well-balanced is great. But at the same time, sugar. But if you have like, ooh, I want something sweet, grab an apple. I mean, not these tart ones, they're not sweet. But grab an apple, grab a banana, whatever that takes away that craving that's not a Hershey's bar or a Reese's cup or whatever that is way more calories and way more sugar than the fruit. Sorry, morning probs. I also haven't had coffee. Ugh. So anyway, that's my like 411 on fruit. Just discuss it with whoever your dietitian is and discuss the benefits. And if you don't know, you're like, I don't know if this has enough benefits. Check it out. Look it up on the Google and see what it has for you. See what it tells you. And decide, you know, is that something that I want to have during my day? Because, you know, this gentleman and I were talking, and we were talking about fruit and how they were, back in 2000, they were pretty adamant about fruit, that fruit needed to be a part of your daily diet, like over 3 servings, blah, blah, blah. And that's a lot of sugar. Like, it was not a thing. And I think this was pre his procedure, but it's not a thing, you know, when you're still eating a lot of sugar, especially for someone like me who is insulin resistant. That's not good for me, because my body's gonna go, oh my god, look, sugar, guys, and it's gonna freak out, because that's what it does with sugar. So definitely watch your sugar, you know, and if you can have a vegetable, have a vegetable. So that's my little takeaway. Thanks for having breakfast with me. So just to give you the lowdown recipe on this. Again, so this is Premier Protein, peach, and the JELLO cheesecake mix right here. So I did 2 boxes of the cheesecake and 2 bottles of the protein drink, and I just threw it all together and used my hand mixer to mix it until it was fluffy and put it in the fridge, and we have cheesecakey deliciousness. So have a happy Sunday, y'all, and we'll catch you on the flip side.